Hello and welcome. My name's Jenny McCormack. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator and I'm based in the market town of Brackley, which is in Northamptonshire, and that's here in the UK. Thank you so much for joining me. This is just an unscheduled brief video to show you our components and our projects for our February class in a box. So you can order this box if you're based in the UK, and you can have the box sent out to you with all of the components that you need to make the projects, and you will have plenty left over. You can also order just the videos and content. So if you're outside of the UK, or maybe you've got a lot of the products already, then you can just order that. That's £10. And I hope you like the projects I've come up with for this month. Two of the cards are based on designs that we did at a recent team day, and they're projects that were brought to the table by our lovely Sam DC. So thank you, Sam, for allowing me to use those designs for my class in a box. So our February class, let me move these out of the way, is based on these really luxurious papers. Sorry, I've only got scraps left from doing all of my various designing. So you will have half a pack of this lovely paper, and this consists of, a full pack is 12 sheets of 12 by 12, and we'll be kitting out with half of a pack, so 6 sheets, and they're cut down to 6 by 12, which you can use for all of the projects. As with all of my class in the box, you can upgrade so that you can have a full pack of the papers if you wish, or even more than that, so a pack and a half, or any combination of that. So let me show you these papers. The suite comes from the January to April mini catalogue, and you can find most of these on pages 42, 43 and 44. And this particular suite is called Notes of Nature, and then we've got the papers to go with that. So they, as you can see, they're gold foiled embossed on one side, and then they're matte on the reverse. And I think with the gold, these make them obviously very luxurious, but the important thing is you can make these for mail cards. They're great for anniversaries, they're good for celebrations and things like that. Young and old, and also this would work perfectly with balloons and things like that, to get that really luxurious birthday or anniversary celebration effect. So let me just quickly show you the papers. I think I have shown these before. So we have this one here with the gold, and then we've got writing on the back. It's like a vintage look. Then we've got gold writing on pebble path, and like a ledger background. Gold sort of crisscross, so very vintage looking. And then this particular sheet has 3 designs, so 6 designs altogether. So you can either use these, this is actually used for one of the cards, so you can choose which ones you like out of those, or you can just use the reverse if you prefer. We have this one here with the text, I know it's upside down, sorry, and then the gold splatters on the top. And the colours here are Pebbled Path. I've matched it with Smoky Slate, obviously basic white. I've also used a little bit of basic grey, and the Pebbled Path and the gold. We then have this one here with the detailed flowers, and this matches one of the stamps from the stamp set, and the reverse of that. And then we have this one here, gold on white, and the pebbled path background. Now there is a stamp set that has these images on, and that is separate. Now I haven't used that as part of the class, but you can buy the whole collection, including these stamps and the coordinating dies for these particular images. We have an almond plant, we have a vanilla, which is this funny one here with the pod, and then we have the cocoa bean. So those are the papers. As I say, you get 6 full sheets, but they're cut into half, so you get 12 sheets. Let me show you the dies and everything that go with them. So this is the Notes of Nature stamp, and again, you don't have to have this stamp set to do the class. I have used it for a little bit of detail on some of the cards, but if you've got something similar, you could obviously use that instead. But it's a very nice sort of vintagey look, nice text, and this has dies to go with it. So that's the Notes of Nature stamp set, and this is how it stamps out. So a stamp set on its own is 23, and if you buy it with the dies it's 45. But what I do is, if you order these stamps and dies at the time you order your class in a box, then I do give you a preferential rate when you order those, and I can include them in the box for you. So you can see those elements stamped out. These 3 have dies that go with them, and then these are the dies. So these are fun. So those are those 3 images that have been stamped and die cut, and then you've got this really nice border. Obviously this can be as large as you want it to be, but this is the size of the border, sort of like so, the die, and you've got dotted lines, so it's like a sketchbook sort of thing. And then I've cut these out in gold, and you'll get some of these and these in your class in a box pack. You can obviously buy the dies on their own. It just means that those are a little less useful to you, although they do match the papers. So this item here, I'll just bring this one up if I can get it. You've got this set of gold leaves which matches this one. Hi Brenda, hi Karen, and then we've got this one here which matches this one. So lots of different combinations. So those are the optional dies. This is lovely, and this is so useful as well, and obviously little sprigs of leaves are always useful. Okay, so one thing I do for each of my projects is to make a card for my class in a box that has a list of all the components that I'm going to be using, and I do this so I don't forget to add something in. Hi Karen, I hope you're feeling okay this week. Hi Teresa. Because I have been known to do a whole class and then forget a die and then have to be cutting it at the last minute. So as I say, in your pack you will get half a pack of paper, so a full sheet of each of those, and you'll get 6 of these little die cuts, 2 of the circle die cuts, and then you'll get this little piece of foliage, and then you'll get them in gold, vellum, slate and pebbled path. I also make a note of the card colours that you will get, so you'll get smoky slate, pebbled path and white, and then you'll get this in a proper size die, and you'll get some of these, and then I've made a note at the side. You'll get envelopes. There's a frame that you'll see in Early Espresso, cork embellishments that I'm waiting for them to arrive, and you also get a metre of this lovely gold trim. So that's basically the components of our class in a box. So let me show you the projects themselves. So there are 5 new designs. This one here features that die cut with the sort of notebook effect. Thank you Karen, I've learnt my lesson. This has also got a piece of vellum, which reminds me, have I written? No, oh, I have written vellum, but I'm going to write it on here separately because there's vellum under here. So, and that's exactly why it's useful. Vellum sheet. Okay, so we've got your choice of papers behind. I put a piece of vellum. This is that single piece cut in half and layered. Okay, and then I've got the sentiment from the stamp set, but also you can use any sentiment that you wish. This one here uses a background to pebbled path and then just layers of decreasingly smaller pieces of paper. You can layer that up as much or as little as you want, and then I've stamped a thank you on there and a little bit of ribbon behind. We've then got this one, so this is one of Sam's designs. So we've got a panel at the front, and then this is made out of a single sheet of designer paper. It's really sturdy because it's folded in together, and it really benefits because you get to see obviously both sides of that paper. And then we've got 3 panels, one on the front, one on the middle, one on the inside, and you can stamp different sentiments. You could have different die cuts onto that, and then there's a panel on the back if you wish to write, or you could write your sentiment on this inside piece here. Entirely up to you. 1, 2, 3, and then you can choose the layers that you want. And then this one here is another one of Sam's. So this has a folding out element here and then a half cut piece like so. And I've used a different sentiment on the front. So this is an A4 card cut in 2 and then with a corner cut off, and then another panel popped the other way around. So it's slightly back to front, but I do like it. I think it's really interesting. And then those little dies there. Thank you, Karen. She says they're all very pretty. And then finally, this is one of those panels from the paper. This is the espresso panel that will come with the set. And then I threaded the gold ribbon through here. Obviously you could also thread it all the way around if you wanted to. And that's just the main element here is already provided for you, and then I've just coloured in some of those elements. So I've coloured in the leaves and the centre of the flowers and also the nut. Couldn't think what it was for a minute. Yes, it makes a different coloured in. It makes it different, doesn't it? And I've got another somewhere. I've got the other samples that have been coloured in as well with the other 2 designs. So you get 6 of those designs in half a pack. Okay, so those are our projects. So you can have the class in a box. It's delivered to your door, and it comes with all the videos. 1 video for each card, and 1 showing you the contents of the box in case you need to know which bits you need for which project. And that is £25 delivered to you, and bookings for that open today. As I say, you can purchase just the videos and the dimensions file. That's £10, and you have unlimited access to that. So you can go back to it 6 months later if you've got a different design, new papers you want to try out. You can revisit that at any point. Oh, hi Catherine, happy belated birthday for yesterday. And so there we go. So that's this month's class in a box. I am sending out the emails later this afternoon. In the meantime, I hope you are having a good day, depending on when you're watching this and where you're watching it from. And as I say, booking opens now, basically. I'll send the email out, and that's the best way to book. But you can comment on here if you want to reserve a place already. As I said, £25 includes all of the cardstock, all of the dies, the papers, basically everything to make this. All you will need is a paper cutter or trimmer or guillotine so that you can cut the paper up. a method of scoring the card so that you can do these folds, and the glue of your choice, adhesive. So that could be wet glue, it could be like our seal, whatever you want it to be, dimensionals, etc. They look very opulent with the golds, that is for sure, and that's why I think it makes a good anniversary, wedding, but also if you're not into gold, you can use all the reverses, and they're great for men's cards because they have that, although those are those ones there, that's the uncoloured one, because you've got lots of greys and browns, which are perfect for that. So thank you so much. I do hope you're able to partake if you wish this month. This is February, and I look forward to crafting with you again soon. I shall be here on Thursday evening to show you some more of our stamp set of the week, Hills of Tuscany. My goodness, they did a fantastic job yesterday, so I'll pop those photographs up this afternoon, and we'll be at the Lounge Cafe Bar here in Brackley on Friday, and again in Toaster on Monday with that stamp set of the week. Yes, I hope Pebble Path does stay back at some point, so we'll lose it next year. Obviously this summer, this end of April, we're losing all those lovely blues, Starry Sky, Orchid Oasis, so yeah, that's a shame, but that's the way it goes. We have something new coming. Who knows what it is? Thank you so much, everyone, and I look forward to crafting with you again soon, either virtually or in person. Have a great day ahead. Thanks for popping by. Cheerio.